As if you're not sick of me yet. Now we're gonna move on to our panels. So I've been asked to moderate these, and I'm so excited. We're gonna bring on some people to talk a little bit about their roles in the company, and we asked you guys to submit some questions for these guys on what you'd like to know more about their roles in the company, what they do, and so we've put all those questions together, and we're going to have an interactive discussion with these folks. So, yay. Wow, that was weak.
Can I say, you hooked up?
You want to talk to my chest?
I want to talk to your chest. Folks, as I sit here, maybe I don't need it.
No, I think you're good.
As I sit here this afternoon. Maybe I do. Okay. It is really awesome to sit here and watch and see all of you interacting and telling us a bit about Protect a Bed and what you do. It is really quite satisfying. So I thought I'd let you know that it really is great, and I really thank you for participating in those 2018 vision talks that you did in filming. But I also am incredibly excited about the sleep technology. The fact that we were awarded the CES Award for innovative products for smart homes, guys, that is absolutely incredible. We're up against big companies with multi-million dollar budgets, multi-million dollar budgets. And the fact that Miguel and Warwick and our development team in India is at the forefront of that is incredible. I believe we're on a very, very exciting trajectory going forward. And I predict that we will blow 2018's vision way. We will blow it away. So keep it up. That's great fun. Thanks, folks.
Come on up. So I'm going to ask the panelists to introduce themselves, and we're going to have a little bit of fun doing it. So what we're going to do is they're going to say who they are, what their role is with the company, how long they've been with the company, and then maybe share a little fun fact about themselves. So for example, if I were on the panel, I would say, hi, my name's Miguel Marrero. I am the Director of Information Technology Development. I've been with the company for 11 years, and my favorite Ninja Turtle is Michelangelo.
You're kidding, right?
Name a better Ninja Turtle.
Leonardo.
Divisive, seriously.
Okay, I'm Ken, President of Sales, and something funny
How long have you been
me?
here? How long have you been with the company?
I've been, just under 2 years.
And then a fun fact.
And a fun fact is, I don't think I have any fun facts.
Ken is not fun.
I'm not fun. I'm in sales. How can that be fun? No real fun facts I can think of offhand. Apart from, I'm basically from South Africa. Well, actually from the UK and living in South Africa. And now
you used to work for Lego. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's a fun fact. That's a fun fact. 20 years at Lego. That'll do it. Okay. Brian.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Hirsch. I'm the Director of Sales for the Industrial Division. So that means I pretty much have the most mysterious job here because everyone can hear me, but no one ever sees me or knows what I do. So we'll cover some of that today. I've been with the company for almost 10 years in April. And fun fact, my dog is the greatest dog in the world, and he's only outpaced by my son on Instagram. So there you go.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Sandy DeVito. I lead the team in hospitality and healthcare. Been with the company 6.5 years. And fun fact, every time my phone goes off, my cell phone goes off, everyone gets up and dances to Chelsea Dagger. That's, by the way, the Blackhawks goal song.
Hilarious. Hi, I'm Jennifer Hillman. I have, well, thank you. I think that's probably my team, but thank you. I've been with the company for going on, this is my 13th year now. And I am Vice President of Training and Development. I'm absolutely no fun at all, but I am quite quirky. So I guess something that nobody here would know, one of the little things about me, and if it rains tonight or something, you'll find this out. I have a absolutely absurd fear of worms. I react to them as if they were sharks with big teeth and were going to devour me. So Maybe one day you'll have the chance to see that happen. My reaction to it.
Awesome. All right, well, let's dive in. So we're going to start first with the retail channel and Ken here. So Ken, one of the questions is, what is the sales channel? Yeah, tell us about
the sales channel?
What does your department do?
Okay, so the sales channel that we cover in this section is furniture, the sleep specialty areas, mass market retail, and I think that's about it, really. But it's more than enough.
So one of the questions that was asked was, obviously we are the innovators in the category, but there's been a lot of competition. What sets Protective apart? What can the sales team do to make sure that our accounts know that we are unique and different?
Well, I think John touched on it earlier when he took on the perfect pitch. Right? It's actually what we do if you put the customer at the center. And, if we actually tell people about our history and what we've done, how we innovate. We talk about the kind of service levels that we deliver, the product, the displays, the training, and obviously the marketing. And I think there's some great opportunities on the digital marketing side with our customers right now. So I think Kara's going to bring a lot of value to us on that as well. But and there's no question that we've just had a track record that is better than any of our competitors to date. We're much more reliable. We produce better quality products. And if we listen to our customers and understand what they want and what they need, then we should be winning every single pitch.
All right, excellent. So going into 2018, what would you say your biggest challenge is and how do you plan to overcome it?
I think the biggest challenge in 2018 in the whole of the sales operation is opening up new customers. We really, in order to grow this business to hit that 100 million, it's actually opening new customers. Now this year, we've opened up 108 new customers. But 108 new customers might sound like a lot, but generally, that's about 10% down on what we opened last year. So we have a big task to go ahead on that. Opening up the big ones is the real cherry on the top, and that's the one that really is going to drive us forward into the future. Those are not easy to crack, but we do have a number of them in the pipeline. I've just been doing the budgets with all of the sales guys, and we've been going through 2017 to see how we can really push and grow the sales into 2017. I might just say, and I just sort of made a note of it, that when I looked at it, we have 42 potential new customer accounts in 2017. We do a traffic light on that from red, green, and yellow as to how likely we are to land those customers. 6 of those are in the green, but if we landed all of them, we would actually add $6 million to the bottom line, to the top line. So that's how much potential there is out there. Equally, without taking too long on this, there is still plenty of potential out there to grow our existing customers. And I think we've shown that to a large extent already, because there are many of our customers that have shown excellent growth this year. And at 10% that we're growing on a year-to-date basis, I just want to add, we know it's definitely due to a fantastic job being done by hospitality. By the way, Canada is also one of our channels. Sorry, Mark, I should have mentioned that. And Canada is also growing extremely well. 45% growth on Canada is fantastic. And obviously we've got growth from Mattress Firm, but the fourth element of that is actually coming out of the Ashley and the furniture channel. And we've actually made some inroads into that. If I look at Ashley Turner and look at Ashley Wellsville, some of the stuff that Don's been doing, great job in growing those businesses. I think Ashley Wellsville, for example, is one of the fastest growing customers we've got. They're up 45% over last year. So is that right? 45? Sorry, 52% over last year.
Wow.
So that's the kind of growth we're seeing. We're also seeing, like Turner, for example, 48% growth over last year. So there's a few guys growing outside of the other areas too.
All right. Well, before we move on, I think we have one question from the audience. Did you say you have a question? Sure.
Yeah, should we look at it? Yeah.
Don't look at me. You know what I look like. Yeah. All right, so perfect. Ken, last question before we move on is if you could think of one innovation that would make the sales team's job easier, what would you want that innovation to be?
It's an excellent question. I think this is where actually you do that political thing. You say, yes, it's a really good question. It's not the one you should be asking. The one you should, But I think the biggest innovation that will help us in terms of getting sales through right now from our side is really tying together this full accessory offering that we have, right, into a sales system or program that we can actually deliver to customers in a unique way that will convince them that Protect-A-Bed will be their accessory provider. And by that, and we've already started a bit of a program on that, and a program selling task force that we're looking at right now. I think if we can find the right message to sell our full accessory line, which we launched into this year, for the first time we've really had an absolute full accessory line, then I think we can really make serious inroads into a lot of the channels. Specifically, I think the furniture channel, which I think remains a massive opportunity. And I think on a slightly different note, maybe not on a program basis, but mass market retail, there are still massive opportunities there. So we haven't even scraped the surface yet. There's plenty of sales out there, and there's plenty of opportunity out there for us.
Awesome. Well, let's give Ken and his team a round of applause for helping us out. So now we'll go to Brian. So Brian, what do you do?
I'm surrounded in mystery. It's how I keep my job. Now, in all realistically, the industrial team, and I use that term team pretty loosely until as of late, it's a pretty cool industry. We do everything that revolves around service, somebody using our product to fix a problem. In our world, that problem realistically is bed bugs. The industrial division started with pest control. This was back in 2006 when we had the very first bed bug summit in Las Vegas, and we came out with Allergy. From that, we've grown quite a bit. We've moved into governmental sales with the help of Jack Emmons. We've moved into sanitation and janitorial supply. We do quite a lot with shelters and housing authorities. We provide them with not just encasements, but bed bug detectors, bed bug blockers, testing kits. ThermalStrike came along in 2010 or 11, Mike? 2010. And that was brand new heated technology, and that led into the ThermalStrike luggage and the Expedition, the heat boxes, bringing low-cost, safe, simple devices to the masses to help them treat bed bugs on their own. So the industrial division really does revolve around bed bug and bed bug related products. But with that, it touches a lot of people. You know, it's funny, when you look at the industrial division, particularly pest control, it's easy to just look at a base customer list for the AR staff and AP staff to help us out so much, and you see about 7 customers. And you're like, wow, Brian's got the best job in the world. He's got 7 customers. He must be on the beach all day. But realistically, when you look at those 7 customers, they're distributors. And so I ran some numbers before I showed up here, and those 7 customers have over 200 office locations. And we have to visit those 200 office locations not once, but typically twice per year. Through those 200 office locations, we deal with about 350 to 400 different sales reps that have to be trained on Protect-A-Bed products, sell Protect-A-Bed products, and then we handle most of the customer service and warranty either through myself or through the air staff, Patty and Felicia and whatnot. So that's just the store locations, if you will. Now comes trade shows, and Judy will attest that we have a pretty arduous trade show schedule. Gary Brooks, stand up please, Gary, is our newest hire for pest control. Welcome. He and I just spent 4 hours this morning going over our trade show schedule. And James, I still need approval on this. We have about 40 trade shows that we have set up for this year, and that's before they've all been released. So we'll probably round out somewhere around 50 trade shows. Those 50 trade shows cover about 46 states. Guys, it's a really big country when you live in Chicago and Georgia. So we're constantly crisscrossing. We enlist help of Cyril quite a bit on the East Coast. But that's just one part of the industrial division, and that keeps us pretty busy. With government sales, with Jack, we do a lot of online bidding. And this bidding is going to help us sell our products that we have to make special for us. This isn't the stuff we make in China. We make it in Taiwan. And we can bid on things for Department of Defense, Coast Guards, Air Forces, Navies. And these orders, when they hit, they're typically not 5 pieces. It's, hey, we have a nuclear sub we need to outfit. We'll need 1,000 pieces, please. So it's a really cool industry to work within, mainly because the innovation that's come out of this transfers into retail. You know, when it comes to bed bug control products, the one nice thing about Protect-A-Bed, and this goes back to one of the tenets John talked about, is trust. We do not bring forth bad products. It's very easy to bring bad products to the general consumer for bed bug control and say that they're good. There's no governing agency or governing body that's going to say, hey, that's not completely bed bug proof, or that's not a good product that you shouldn't sell to consumers. We don't do that. We make sure everything we do is arduously tested. We do independent lab testing, university testing. We then take it to the pest control industry where their standards of efficacy are beyond reproach. So when you sell our products, when you see our products sold online, when we see the allergens that pop up in mass market, or someone says, hey, I want to buy that blackout bed bug detector, know that what you're selling or what you're buying or what you're telling your family members to buy, and when they say to you, how do I keep from getting bed bugs, you're selling them the best stuff. You're giving them the best advice for the best product, which is everything that we've put years of research into. You're honestly giving them, you're taking their trust that our products are going to be the best. Thanks.
Wow, thanks, Brian. I was going to answer more questions, but I think you answered every question ever. So thank you, Brian, for enlightening us there. So now we're going to move on to Sandy and hospitality. Just make sure that you speak into the mic. Brian thinks that everyone can hear him all the time. So Sandy, if you could just explain a little bit about what the hospitality team does.
Okay, the hospitality team is challenged with covering sales and approaching 52,000 hotels in the United States, another 5,000 hotels in Canada. And the reason I say it that way is because there isn't a clear decision-making process in this industry. The decision to buy could be from a hotel owner, from a general manager, from an executive housekeeper, from a hotel management group, or from directive from a brand. So my team so what we have done is we sell also through distribution. And why do we sell through distribution? Because to cover 52,000 hotels, and in the beginning by 3 people, would be almost an impossible task to be efficient. Our distributor teams, there are 3 major distributors and some regional distributors, and we have agreements with those distributors, and we work with a total of 530 distributor reps. Every time we educate one of those distributor reps, they now become a representative of Protect-A-Bed. And my team is challenged by keeping Protect-A-Bed top of mind with those 530 distributor reps. They have 10,000 plus products to sell, and I have to tell you, they love selling Protect-A-Bed because of the efforts of my team.
So Sandy, one of the questions that had come up is, and this plays into where we're going for Vision 2018, is with the proliferation of things like Airbnb, how do you think that will impact the hospitality channel going forward, and what do you plan on doing to work with that?
Well, right now, Airbnb is being discussed at every conference, and for the most part, while it is going to take a certain market share away from the industry as a whole is growing so rapidly. The opening of new properties right now, the product offering to the market is underserved. So therefore, again, for the first time since 2008, you've got new hotels being built. You've got new openings, tremendous amount of renovation going on. The other issue is regulation. The AHLA, which is the American Hotel and Lodging Association, is campaigning to Washington, D.C. that regulations be put in place for Airbnb owners so that they offer safety. There is no regulation. And in fact, we had several conversations over the last few days. We just came back from New York. And you have no idea if somebody else has a key to that room. You have no idea how clean that property is going to be. There is zero regulation in place right now, and they are approaching Washington, D.C. to implement those regulations.
Awesome. Thank you, Sandy. I know that with you at the helm, those rooms are going to be much cleaner once you get a hold of them. So everyone, let's give Sandy and her team a big round of applause. We're going to end the panel here with Jennifer Hillman. Jennifer, could you tell us a little bit about what the training team does for our company?
Sure. So our field training team is comprised of 20 field training specialists as well as 2 regional training managers. And our major responsibility is really being the face of the company out there for all of our physical retail brick and mortar locations. We have a team that covers roughly 35 locations that they're responsible for making sure that every employee that works in those locations is knowledgeable about our products, our company, understands the need for our products, and then how to convey that to the consumer in a clear, concise way to move as much product as possible from the shelf to the home. Aside from that, I think one of the biggest parts of the role of the training team is to make sure that we're keeping our products and our company top of mind. And so we do that by getting out into the stores consistently. We conduct anywhere between 18 to 20,000 individual training sessions every single year. And that really is separated into one-on-one sessions in the store where we get to hone in on a specific individual's opportunities to maximize their sales and understand them and how they prefer to sell, as well as group training sessions, supporting all of our customers in any type of out-of-store events they have going on, trade shows and things like that, where we can help promote our product and make sure that that end consumer is educated and understands and buys.
So obviously, our products have changed a lot from 2015 to 2016, and as your training team has evolved quite a bit as well, what do you see as the potential for change, and what do you plan on doing in 2017, 2018, due to all the changes, even within our own products and just within the sleep market in general?
Yeah, so that's a great question. We have changed a lot. We went from really primarily focusing on mattress protection to now all of these other categories of products that, while we've been in environments where we've helped facilitate the process, that selling process with those types of products, we've not necessarily been responsible for teaching so much about them and actually being as skilled at that selling process ourselves. So in the next year, 2 years, in 2017, and our focus at this year's conference is to make sure that not only is our team really knowledgeable on our products, but knowledgeable about why pillows are a necessity, how they aid in sleep recovery, and really tying everything back to that sleep system and how Protect-A-Bed products and those categories themselves are supporting a better night's sleep. And so what we will focus a lot on is not only product knowledge, but making sure that every single time we go into a retail location and we work with a retail sales associate, that we are teaching them to really grow the basket. We're speaking to the entire sleep system, and we've worked out a consistent and easy to communicate process for doing so.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Let's give everyone on the stage a big round of applause for all their help. So these folks have been gracious enough to say that if you have any more questions, we were going to try to open it up. We're running a little bit late. If you have additional questions about their channels, please come see them during cocktail hour. They're happy to answer any questions they have. And if they're out of words, Brian has plenty of words. He will answer questions about absolutely anything. But we're going to thank these guys so much. I'm going to turn it over to Jared. He's going to give us next steps. Actually, just kidding. We're going to have a 5-minute break. Yes, a 5-minute break, courtesy of me.